The concept of system refers to the underlying forces that shape human behavior and thought processes, transcending political, cultural, or religious systems. It encompasses the factors that influence our emotions, desires, and motivations, leading to patterns of behavior that are often detrimental to our well-being. Many people are unaware of their enslavement to the whims of their environment, which dictates their happiness, sadness, and overall emotional state. Praise and disapproval from others can greatly impact our feelings, causing us to crave external validation and conform to societal norms. This constant quest for validation creates a cycle of desire, aversion, love, hate, and attachment, leaving us feeling trapped and susceptible to manipulation. Ancient philosophical schools such as Stoicism recognize the importance of breaking free from this system. According to Epictetus, humans are disturbed not by external events, but by their internal beliefs and perceptions of those events. To achieve emotional liberation, we must acknowledge and challenge our own assumptions and principles rather than blaming external circumstances. Join us as we discuss these 5 principles to rise above the system. If you enjoy our content, please hit the like button. As usual, don't be weak and watch the video till the end. Number 1. Develop the skill of endurance. Most of the time, when we find ourselves in an undesirable situation, our immediate inclination is to seek a quick escape. However, this is not always possible, and consequently, we often resort to complaining, lamenting, and feeling miserable, believing that we are entitled to a better circumstance. In truth, we are not fundamentally entitled to anything, and many times the best approach to handling a situation is to endure it. How often have we strayed from our chosen path, betrayed our moral compass, or compromised our values simply because we were averse to enduring pain? Pain wields great power, compelling good people to engage in unethical behavior or refrain from performing virtuous deeds. Pain remains a tool for control, and in our endeavor to evade it, we inadvertently fall into the trap set by those attempting to exert control over us. Thus, we become willing to trade our freedom for a little respite from pain and discomfort. If enduring painful situations proves to be challenging, we can turn to the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. His meditations teach us that endurance isn't necessarily negative. Endurance can serve a purpose, offering something beneficial to us, even if its consequence might be death. In his words, everything that happens is either endurable or not. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. If it's unendurable, then stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well. Just remember, you can endure anything your mind can make endurable by treating it as in your interest to do so, in your interest or in your nature. This approach can be likened to Albert Chu's interpretation of the Greek mythological figure Sisyphus. The gods condemned Sisyphus to eternal push a rock uphill. His path to liberation lay in fully embracing his fate, such that his punishment ceased to be a burden. Number 2. Maintain cheerfulness. Regardless of circumstances, how much time have we wasted hoping for favorable outcomes and dreading the arrival of unfortunate events? How many hours have we spent in tears because the future unfolded differently than we had envisioned? Humanity has become adept at grappling with fate and enduring the inevitable pain it brings. Our resistance to uncertainty has become a lucrative industry, and our fear of adversity provides an opportunity for exploitation. Many attempt to sell us promises for the future, offering illusions of safety, protection for ourselves and our loved ones, and guarantees of avoiding unpleasant experiences. As slaves to our preferences and aversions, we try to outsmart fate by manipulating our surroundings to ward off misfortune. However, we cannot lock every door in the vast mansion of life, nor can we patrol every street and alley of reality. Despite investing substantial time, effort, and money in protective measures, fate always prevails. Therefore, a true escape from the system lies in accepting whatever comes our way. Instead of paying a hefty price to futilely resist the inevitable, embracing this perspective makes us less likely to allow others to capitalize on our fears and experience less disturbance when adversity strikes. Seneca eloquently stated, "Why then should we be angry? Why should we lament? We are prepared for our fate. Let nature deal as she will with her own bodies. Let us be cheerful whatever befalls, and stoutly reflect that it is not anything of our own that perishes." Number 3. Diminishing concern for reputation. Stoics view reputation as a preferred indifferent. It's pleasant to possess but not essential for happiness. Moreover, like anything external, reputation is ultimately beyond our control. Some individuals spend a lifetime meticulously crafting a good reputation, only to see it shattered by a single misstep. Conversely, others lead lives of misconduct and complete disregard for their societal standing, yet suddenly attain fame and admiration by chance. The conclusion is clear: reputation is as capricious as the wind. The more we value our standing, the more we become reliant on the opinions of others, which are inherently unpredictable. Additionally, when we overly concern ourselves with others' opinions, we make ourselves susceptible to manipulation and exploitation, ultimately becoming enslaved to the environment. Epicurus argued that our desire for a good reputation should not hinder our mental well-being. If necessary, we should be willing to accept things like shame, blame, exclusion, and ridicule if doing so allows us to attain tranquility and freedom. These latter states are within our control and thus unaffected by and independent of the opinions and judgments of others. Number 4. Accepting uncertainties. In lieu of attempting to control the uncontrollable aspects of life, Stoicism advocates for the embrace of the natural ebb and flow of life's uncertainties. Rather than striving to predict or govern every outcome, the philosophy encourages us to acknowledge the inherent unpredictability of life. By accepting this reality, we liberate ourselves from the inevitable disappointment that accompanies a relentless pursuit of certainty. Stoicism posits that the external world operates in a manner that is beyond our complete influence, and our attempts to manipulate or foresee every twist and turn are ultimately futile. Life, with its myriad variables and unforeseen events, cannot be entirely tamed. The Stoic approach, therefore, involves a shift in mindset, a conscious decision to release the need for absolute certainty. This shift holds profound implications for our emotional well-being. Rather than chaining ourselves to the unattainable goal of total control, we open ourselves to the possibility of finding contentment within the spectrum of life's unpredictabilities. Stoicism teaches us that disturbances do not arise from external circumstances themselves, but rather from the principles and notions we form about them. The constant oscillation between desiring favorable outcomes and dreading unfortunate events constitutes a defining struggle for humanity. This perpetual battle against fate has given rise to an entire industry thriving on our resistance to uncertainty. Countless products and services promise to alleviate our anxieties by offering guarantees and protections against life's unpredictabilities. Yet Stoicism warns that this quest for certainty often leads to disappointment, as fate unfolds its course, regardless of our efforts to control it. The Stoic principle of maintaining cheerfulness, irrespective of circumstances, offers a refreshing perspective. Instead of investing in futile attempts to control the uncontrollable, embracing a mindset that accepts the ebb and flow of life's uncertainties can liberate us by relinquishing the need for absolute certainty. This liberation enables us to free ourselves from the shackles of disappointment and open our hearts to finding contentment within the unpredictable nature of life. Number 5. Letting go of people. Strong emotional bonds with others can yield profound and often adverse consequences, reaching a point where the fear of separation begins to exert control over our decisions, compelling us to take desperate actions to avert the inevitable. The love narrative between Padme and Anakin in the Star Wars prequels serves as a vivid illustration of the perils associated with unhealthy attachments. It lays bare how such attachments invite dark forces to manipulate and enslave us. Palpatine adeptly exploits Anakin's fear of losing Padme, resulting in dire consequences. The narrative suggests that had Anakin approached love differently, embracing it with freedom, trust, and detachment rather than suffocating fear and possessiveness, the dark side would have been powerless over him. Drawing from the wisdom of Epicurus, the principal advocates for a stern yet potent perspective on attachment to cherished entities, it advises us to perceive these entities as they truly are, destined to undergo change or eventually perish. As we conclude this exploration, remember that true liberation lies in understanding and challenging our internal beliefs, transcending the system's influence. Thank you for joining us on this profound journey to rise above the system. If you found these insights valuable, hit the like button, share with those seeking liberation, and subscribe for more transformative content. Break free from the chains of external influence. Your path to emotional liberation starts now. For those who watched till the end, don't forget to comment, "I will rise."